Howdy, it's Uncle Paul, and this week I'm testing my Enlightened equipment quilt. Okay, it is Sunday afternoon, New Year's Eve, and I've got the tent set up, and I'm planning on spending the night out here tonight. Maybe tomorrow night, but I think tonight. And Ethan and I are planning on building a fire right there for tonight and bringing in the new year if we can stand the cold. And I feel a little precipitation right now. It's in the kind of the low 30s right now. And I got me some sugar-free hot chocolate and just enjoying some time with Hurley before the torture begins. Yeah, got Hurley a little treat. A bowl of lukewarm milk, and he really attacked it. Now I'm having to break up the ice off of his water bowl. All right, got the fire going. Do you know what time it is?
9:02.
9:02, so a few more hours till we can ring in the new year. And what you got there? Mama make you some hot chocolate, you said?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go make me some here. And I think, Hurley?
He's down there.
There's Hurley. Hi, Hurley.
It's cold.
We come get by the fire.
I still think we should drag his house over here.
Okay. I'm in my tent. I don't know, it's about 11 o'clock at night. I put a little blanket down here beside me for Hurley to sleep on. I've got my blow-up pad. And I've got my Z-Light pad under that, and I've got my quilt on me. And all I've got on, here, hold on just a second. Okay, so I've got my quilt, my down quilt, and I've got on a pair of knit pants, kind of like sweatpants, but they're not thick, they're thin knit pants. And I've got on a thermal top, and a t-shirt and my toboggan cap, and that's it. So I left it's breezy, windy out there, not real bad. It's like 25 degrees right now. I'm gonna leave the door open so Hurley can come and go. I don't think the wind will be too bad, and I'm real comfortable right now. So Hurley looks like he's comfortable, so I think we're good for the night. And it's not supposed to get the coldest until like around 5 o'clock in the morning. I think it's supposed to be like 19 degrees. And that's usually when I get up anyway in the morning, so I'm likely to get up by then at least. So anyway, I'm gonna, oh, by the way, Ethan has got his hammock all set up with his cocoon and his sleeping bag and his tarp, just not too far from me, just right over here, you know. So anyway, I'm real comfortable right now. I'm going to watch some Andy Griffith here, I think, on my phone. And there goes Hurley. He's going out. And then get some shut-eye, I hope. So, all right. See you in the morning. Ooh, okay. Well, it's about 5 o'clock in the morning, nearly. It's getting close to that. It's about time to get up. And Hurley's just, the last few minutes, Hurley's just been all cuddly as he was waking up. And I forgot to mention, I do have my pillow. I did use my pillow last night. There it is, the green and gray pillow. Well, it was a pretty good night, actually. I stayed warm, comfortably warm. You know, every now and then, I'd have to adjust the quilt and everything, so I really look handsome, don't I? Look at that. Anyway, I'm going to go inside and get some coffee, make some coffee, and better wake Ethan up. He was wanting me to wake him up when I got up. So far, it was a success. I'll tell you a little bit more later. Okay, it is now 8 a.m. New Year's Day, and got me some coffee in me, and broke the ice on Hurley's water bowl, frozen almost solid. And so yeah, it got down to 20 degrees last night, and actually it snowed not long before we built the fire, just as it was getting dark. And there's Ethan's hammock right there. And but it didn't snow much. It kind of put a little white coating on most everything. It was nice. For Central Texas, that was a good snow. So I want to check out my quilt, pull it out, look at it, see if Hurley did any damage to it. I don't think he did. Okay. Well, here is my quilt. Now, out of the things I said earlier that I wore, add to that furry or fuzzy socks, thick socks, to help keep me warm. I also had my coat in there, and I wasn't wearing it. I had it there just in case, I suppose. But Hurley ended up sleeping on my coat all night. So now this is an Enlightened Equipment Revelation down quilt. Let me read to you the details on it. It is down tech treated, whatever that means. It is 850 fill. It's rated for 10 degrees Fahrenheit, and it got down to 20 degrees. And as long as I had it over me, I didn't get cold. So I'm sure that, especially if I was backpacking and I wore every stitch of clothing that I had, my coat and everything, I could go below 10 degrees probably and be comfortable. Its length is 6 foot, which, you know, I'm like 5'7", 5'7 and a half. Its width is 58 inches. Well, I don't know why I ordered 58 inches. I guess for the future, you know, that, well, okay, I'm going to lose weight, and I don't want it to be any heavier than it has to be. So the outside fabric is navy, this right here, 10D, and the inside is coyote. That coyote, I wanted to make sure it was a different color inside so I could tell, and I like that. So it's 10D fabric, whatever that means exactly. And the top, and this is the bottom, this is the top up here, it's 20D weather-resistant stripes, and I got them a little bit different color of blue. So I'm thinking that, yeah, and by the way, I could pick the colors, and I could pick, you know, the fill, the dimensions, the fabric, 10D or 20D, and whether I wanted the stripes on here, where it was a little bit thicker at the bottom and at the top, which is supposed to be a little bit extra moisture resistance. Of course, you're not supposed to get these things wet. You got to be very careful about that with down coats and down quilts and things like that. It does have one thing about the width. You know, it does have a zipper on it, just right here at the very bottom, the last 1.5 feet or so, a couple feet. It's got a zipper right here, and so I just kind of would leave it zipped up and tuck my feet in there. It's got a drawstring here at the bottom where you can keep out the air, you know, close it in a little bit more. And along the length of it, there are these clips. And there are straps that go with these clips. You can snap them together like this, kind of like you would instead of zippering up a sleeping bag. But there's these little connectors, and you can put straps. If you're skinny enough to fit in here, then you can just snap it together like that, with maybe even just around you, or they give you these straps, like I've said that a bunch of times, straps. They give you straps that can go under your air mattress or whatever kind of sleeping pad you have. So you're not sliding around and it's not coming off of you. It's more secure. So I really like it. It's also got up at the top, it's got another drawstring thing that you can tighten it around your neck or your head. So it is lightweight. It is a little delicate. Here's only one place that I've found so far where there's, you know, a feather, a little tiny hole, which I can maybe put a piece of tape over that. But it's really, I haven't used it a whole lot, obviously. Like I said, Hurley was on it when we slept in the tent. He got on it 2 or 3 times, trying to snuggle and everything, and no rips or tears. So I was very thankful for that. So, oh yeah, here's where it says right here. Down Tech, water repellent down. So some kind of treatment or, you know, whatever the technology is, that helps it a little bit. Like I said, though, you got to be careful. What's this tag say? Handmade in Minnesota. Oh, by the way, and this is the company is called Enlightened Equipment, and their website, www.enlightenedequipment.com, and I will put a link down below for this company. I know they make other things. I'm not sure. I don't remember now what else it is that they make, but they're definitely known for making good quality, warm, lightweight sleeping quilts.
Took me a minute to get it going.
Well, Hurley has enjoyed a little more attention during this holiday break, and I have spoiled the boys just a little bit on this holiday break. Okay, so it's Saturday morning, and I got up at 5 a.m. as normal, and my nephew Matt was cleaning the house. He's got some college buddies that are coming down, and they're wanting to go to Austin later tonight. And so my sister-in-law said, okay, that's fine, but you've got to have the house cleaned before they get here. So he was up real early, or he may not have ever gone to bed. I don't know. Morning.
Yeah, you got it looking pretty good in here.
I'm the good
You're the good son, yeah.
I'm busy. Well, clear your social calendar.
Yeah.
We have to cook. What, today? No, you'll eat it. Yes, honest.
You plan on being good all day and all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning. It is Sunday morning, and I actually lost 1 full pound this week, which surprises me because New Year's Eve and New Year's Day I splurged a bit, had some Bluebell ice cream, had hot dogs with the buns, had some chips with that. But anyway, so I splurged for a couple days there, and to make up for it, I had 3 days where I didn't eat hardly anything. I staggered them, not 3 days in a row, and didn't exactly fast, but I really cut back to almost nothing. And then my knee, I had hurt my knee right the day that I had put up my tent. It started bothering me, and that kind of has come and gone all week, and that hampered my walking a bit. So I was really surprised this morning that I had actually lost for the week 1 pound. So guys, let me know down in the comments below if you use a sleeping bag, or what your favorite sleeping bag is, or if you use a quilt, you know, pluses or minuses of those things, and that may help someone else who's trying to decide on what to purchase. So, okay guys, thanks once again for watching, subscribing, and I'll see you next week.